So I have a special treat for you guys. I actually have the recording of me talking to Mr. G. Okay, that's not his real name. I had to protect his identity in order to have this content on my YouTube channel. But Mr. G and I are having a conversation because at this point I need a price reduction and it has to come to him from him because the agreement I have with Mr. G is at $22,000. And I'm putting it out to my buyers at $22,900 and still nobody is taking interest. So now I'm going back to the seller. So this is what you guys are about to hear right now and how I almost gave away this deal. All right, y'all. So I'm playing this recording on my computer. All right. So y'all have to listen. Okay. If you tired and if you don't feel like listening no more, go ahead and exit because it's about to get very good. All right. But if you're interested, listen to this. Jatirin, how are you?
Hello, Jatirin. Good.
Good. Okay. So I called with some pretty upsetting news, but I think it's going to be good for you.
Okay.
So I'm calling because I think you should move forward with Landon. And if I'm thinking about the right Landon, I believe I know who it is. But I'm only saying that because I believe you're going to be able to get the most money out of that deal there. And I know you're not really wanting to go the land contract route, but when we ran the numbers
I'm not keen on it.
Huh?
I'm not keen on it, no.
You said you can't?
No, I said I'm not keen on it.
Oh, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
That's not your first option. Exactly. It's just when we ran the numbers again, I wouldn't be able. So really quick, I just paused it. I basically told him to go. We have another wholesaler here, and I mentioned their name in this video, and that's so when Mr. G told me the person's name, I'm like, oh, I know him, and he's very well known in the area. I said, you might as well go with that deal. Y'all heard it. Because I said you'll be able to get more money from the land contract deal. I said I think it's a better deal for you, and this is what happens. To do I just would have to be lower with the cash option. So I do think the land contract option will be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can call him and talk to him about it. So what was your bottom dollar? I guess I'm just curious on that.
What was your bottom dollar? I'm just curious on that. Here we go. Yeah, no, it would have to be like I would have to be at like 14 grand. I have it locked up at 22K right now, you guys. Y'all do the math, okay? I need him to be at $14,000. Now he originally wanted high 20s, okay? I locked it up at 22K. Now I need him to be way lower. Honestly.
And I couldn't go that low. I just couldn't do that. That'd be impossible.
I know, and I don't want you to do that because I want you to be able to get the. I know you said you put a lot of money into it, and frankly, Mike, if that's not the best option, it's just not the best option, and that's okay. But I know when you mentioned that Landon reached out to you, I'm like, oh, I think I know who Landon is. So yeah, if you can get back in contact with him, he's great. I know him in the Lansing area, and I've never worked with him. But I hear great. I'm in the Facebook group and I hear all of the other investors talk about how great this wholesaler is. And so I'm giving props to him, and I've never even met the guy. I'm trying to give him business, and I've only seen him at the real estate meetup. So that's how powerful this is. This is how powerful this business is because you put out value, but it comes right back to you. Okay, let's continue listening.
Yeah, I got his number and everything, so okay. I was just trying to get through this family thing before I, got all this done, and I think it's just coming all at once. I'm just trying to juggle a lot of different balls at once.
I know, and I am still here. It's just my cash. I'm upset because the cash offer is just not low. It's too low. It's too low for you. So I wish we could just move forward with it, but I don't want to keep sitting here and wasting. I don't want to waste any more time. You know what I mean? I want you to be able to get this done as quick as possible. So if he's able to get
need to get it moved.
Exactly. So if he's able to do it with the land contract, go right ahead. But I am still here. I really just want to move forward with the cash option. I'd be happy. But yeah, definitely.
Well, let me throw something at you. I'm going to throw this at you real quick.
Y'all listen up. Now, listen up, okay? I'm telling y'all, I tried to I'm trying to work it here. And I done already told him, go ahead and contact this other person. Remember the first cold call I made to him on August 31st? He told me he was waiting on this other investor to get back to him with the land contract deal, but the land contract deal offer wasn't going to come until the following week. Listen to what he's about to ask me.
Yeah, and you guys can mull this over. We could meet. I don't know if I took it back there. I could go 17. I think I could do that. I mean, I just want to get this over with. And I don't.
Do y'all hear? Okay. Oh, I gotta play. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all gotta bear with me. If you know my breakdowns, okay, you know I have to talk. Bear with me. But do you hear the motivation in Mr. G's voice? Do you hear his motivation? If y'all on the phone with the people that's going off and cussing you out and trying to give you a hard time, they don't want to sell, y'all. You have to go after motivated sellers. He's motivated. He's motivated. Okay, listen to how he sounds. Listen to the verbiage he's using. Listen.
I don't want to have to monkey around with monthly payments if I can help it.
I know.
So, think we can meet in the middle somewhere?
Y'all hear that silence?
What do you think? Let's do it.
Honestly, it would have to be like 14 grand.
Yeah, you'd have to come up a little bit. You figure out what you guys can come up to and just get back with me in a day. Okay. And I'll wait one more day. Because the funeral's not till Saturday, but I'd like to get something set in stone before.
His father-in-law had just passed away. They needed money for the funeral. So they were really needing to get this done and over with. That was another one of his motivations. Listen, the house had foreclosed on. He didn't want anything to do with it. The lady messed him over. Now his father-in-law passed. They needed money for that. Listen to this.
Saturday. That's why I'm trying to get this all done and over with.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I got
start my life over again.
I know it. Okay, well, let me give me the day, like you said, and let me see what I can do. But I do want to say now, if I'm not able to do it, I do have. Listen up, y'all. Attention, public service announcement. Listen. How do you guys tell people that you wholesale? Do you guys explain that you're a wholesaler? Well, what if they found out you wholesaling? So, tell them. Tell them. Listen to me tell him. I didn't say the word wholesale, but listen to how I explain the wholesaling process. Here we go. Because I've been doing this for a while. I think I let you know that. But I do have other investors. I do have other investors that I work with that I can put this in front of just to see if they're interested, just so I can move it faster. Even if
you can get some money in your pocket, you know?
Yeah.
You still got to get money in your pocket.
Yeah. Even if my partners aren't able to do it.
So that's why I'm going with you. I like you.
Yeah, and I appreciate you and Laura as well. Honesty. Trustworthy. Honest. Well, yeah.
So and you know, once we get a rapport, there are future purchases to be made.
That's right. Future purchases to be made. Listen, that means once we close this deal, he may have some other properties in the future he may want to work with me on. Let's keep listening. And I love that.
Bear in mind that, you know.
That's right. Well, okay, so.
Play around with it and see what you can do. I'm sure you can do something. I have total, complete, utter faith in you. I do. Yes, and I know. It's just I spent time today when we got off the phone. Actually, yesterday, I was going through the numbers again, and then I reached out to my partners, and they're just like, "Well, this won't work." So I spent time today, and I'm just like, 14 grand is just like that number. You know what I mean? I know, like, I have faith that I can do it at that number. I know I can. It's just I know that number. We can get a little hard, just a touch. Just kind of wiggle it up a little bit, make it feel good, and man, we'll work it out. How does that sound? We'll have to work it out. Listen. Round of applause. I'm just putting the computer down. Round of applause. Oh my gosh. Did you guys hear that conversation? I was fuming. I'm talking to him just like I'm talking to you guys. It's just all about the skill, and I can't switch up. I am who I am. My Jatira Nicole Moore. This is who I am.
Okay, and that's how I am when I'm talking to property owners. I don't switch up. So he understand that I was human. I understand that he understood that he was human. I heard his needs. I created solutions for his needs. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Bottom line, I ended up getting the property down to $15,000. That's what we agreed on, y'all. So I locked the property up, sent him an addendum to re-sign for our purchase agreement, and we both agreed at 15K. Okay? Yes. I put out this property 3 times to cash buyers, and it was really getting to me. Okay, y'all, I was really irritated. But the first time I had it at 32K, and then I reduced it, remember, to 22,900. Now I reduced it again to 16,900 for the buyers. I had it under agreement for 15,000 with the seller, and I was about to wholesale it for 16,900, which is what? How much in an assignment fee? $1,900. Listen, I'm in this business to make people happy, to provide value, to provide solutions. Yes, each assignment fee will not be big, but there are big ones, and there are big ones coming. So you use this video as motivation. Lock that property up. Work that deal. I don't care how small, I don't care how large. Listen, work it, provide value, because it's going to keep returning. It's going to come back and come back and come back to you tenfold, 10 times. After I got this reduction with the seller to 15,000, I knew my cash buyers were tired of me. So instead of blasting it out to my list, I simply put it on Facebook. Which majority of my cash buyers here in my market are on Facebook anyway. So I put it out for 16,900. They went crazy. I was getting all kinds of phone calls, and I'm looking like, well, I wish I would have got these calls earlier. A long time ago, but the price wasn't right. I understood that. So now that I had the price situation correct, I was getting phone calls, and I messed up. Of course, you got to bump your head. You got to get a little bruises, knock black eye, in the wholesaling game. But that's okay. Black eye gone now. I'm going to tell y'all how I messed up. So I accepted the first person who gave me an offer, which I think it was because I was just so frustrated and tired of sending this deal out so many times and getting so many rejections. At the first offer I got that they were interested, I just moved forward with it. But this buyer was so sneaky, y'all, because I met him at the property. So he calls me, and he's very professional, and he's telling me how he's so interested in this deal. Looks like a great deal. He comes out, he tours it. He says the same thing. It's kind of a weird layout, but he'll work with it. And he's like, is there anybody else? Dun, dun, dun. Is there anybody else coming out to look at this property? And I said, yeah, there's somebody else on their way right now. So he's like, well, I'll just stay here, because I'm very competitive. This is what he's telling me. I'm very competitive, and I want to be able to, if we can offer you more money. Jatarin, would you like more money? If we can offer you more money, I would do that, because I think this is a great deal, and I want this deal. So I'll just wait around when the other guys get here to see what they think. So I'm like, okay. So me and him just sitting there. Do 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 do. We just sitting there, and the other guy ended up texting me and saying, darn it, I can't make it tonight. Can we come in the morning? There were like 4 people that wanted to come the next day, which would have been, it was a Friday. They wanted to come on that Friday. Whatever. So I was meeting with this guy on a Thursday in September. I can't remember the day, but the next day would have been Friday. And there were so many people that wanted to come, y'all. I just accepted the other guy's offer, and we ended up agreeing at 17,500. We agreed at 2,500. I told him, I said, so let's just settle at $3,000. And me being me, I'm like, so he rebutted back, and he came back and said, well, let's just do 2,500. And in my head, I'm like, but just a few minutes ago, you were big talk saying you wanted to increase my fee and everything. You were competitive. What happened to that energy? It's not giving the same energy. What happened? But I didn't even go there. I said, that's my fault, because I canceled all of my other people who were interested. I went with him, so I just dealt with him. That's where I messed up at, y'all. So that's how I got the $2,500. So this property, my deal number 6, was a $2,500 deal. I had it locked up at $15,000. I put it out at $16,900, and ended up wholesaling it for $17,500, which would be a $2,500 difference. Okay, so that's how that went. Woo. Y'all still here? Thank y'all. Okay, hold on. I think I got a little more. Wait a minute. Okay, I don't got that much more. It was just, I wanted to tell you guys, during the title work process, there were like a whole bunch of red tag issues that came up as far as some financing that was owed against the property. But the owner, Mr. G, told me those weren't even his finances. It was the lady who allowed it to go into foreclosure. Those are her finances that she owed. So basically, he said he would pay them, but he was going to take her to court in order to get his money back. So, that's how that went. And then one more thing before this video ends. So my buyer that I agreed to after all of that, do y'all know he started trying to drag his feet? Yeah, I picked them up for him. I canceled all of my other people who are interested in you about to buy this deal. And I told him, he was trying to make up stuff like, I don't know. I sat out there while his, who came out? I think it was a plumber, because he was under the ground looking through with a it was like a system where you could see underground. We saw it on the big pretty picture, and he's looking at something to see if something was broken under there. You buying this deal? He go to agreement. Cause what, man? How you gonna get slow feet, dry feet after I done told you? Which they don't care, but I don't care. Listen, they don't care. But listen, I don't care either. I done canceled all of these people, so you have to figure out what we are about to do. You waited up to the last minute, so can y'all believe the seller was ready, the title company was ready, the closing date was here. He was not ready to close on the closing date. He told me he needed the weekend to get everything finalized, as far as if he wanted to really move forward and making sure his funds were in order. I about passed out. But lo and behold, the mighty Monday, September 25th, 2023, we closed that deal. We closed it. It got done. I made $2,500, $2,500. The seller got his proceeds. The buyer got his asset, and we were great. Okay, so that's all. That's what happened. I'm so glad. I love doing these deal breakdowns. Y'all know how much I love my deal breakdowns. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, my family member, welcome back. All right, listen, I will have more videos for you guys coming, and stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that you never miss any time I upload any new content. And then also connect with me on Instagram. All right, y'all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.